we got going on here this morning?
Well, I've been taking out, watch it now.
I know that foot rocked, didn't it?
I've been getting everything laid out. I've done got one pot over here.
Ooh, babe.
I've cleaned this out here.
You have done smartly. Y'all, look at this wind blowing.
I've cleaned all this out.
You sure have.
Put some main poison on
Oh,
these
baby,
beds.
that's a pretty pot.
Well, I'm just trying to be a blessing.
You are a blessing, baby. What happened to the bird bath? You cleaning it?
I'm going to clean it, yeah. I'm going to pour off.
That is an awesome looking pot, babe.
Well,
So-
and I got some fillers of some flowers that I bought that I think it's going to be too big to put in there. They're going to grow after looking at the growth pattern. So I'm going to fill up one of these with a lot of,
Individual plants.
yeah, that's going to,
What do you think that you bought that's going to be too big?
well, I just didn't like the color combination.
Of that?
No, with the, I got some yellow plants I'm going to put in. And I got some variegated, I salvaged some variegated lantana from last year.
Oh, and look at the lantana coming back.
And
That thing has showed out the last couple of years.
it has. And see, I've decided not to put spiller on this. This is going to spill. This thing here gets about this tall and then it comes over. And this plant here will get about, folks, this is going to sound crazy, but that plant right there, that lantana, it's a horizontal growing plant. It's not a vertical plant. And that thing will spread. If I don't stop it, it'll spread 10 foot.
It was.
I have to keep it. And it'll take over and it'll go up. Because I put these little trellises.
I'm telling you.
It will cover this whole thing right here.
It was gorgeous. It's been gorgeous the last 2 years. And John's moved his rocks over and he's going to put them back.
Yeah, I'm just getting all
That's
this
our
cleaned
rocks
up,
from all the different places.
killing the ants and gonna put.
And then we had a
landscape
few
down.
dead limbs in the dogwood here on the right hand side, and he took them out. And the tree has already, it's crazy how much it has grown since he took those dead limbs out.
I dug that one out of the woods and put it in there, and but
It'll fill out.
One of the main trunks died on it this year.
Yeah. Well, babe, you did good on that pot.
Well, thank you. Let me show you this around here. Just bring the folks on around here.
Bring them on around. There's our knockout. We used to have a bunch of them. And
This plant right here, I had this potted together last year, and I put that in the basement. That is a
what is that?
that is a hibiscus. A tropical
Oh, yeah.
hibiscus. It's not
We
the
got-
kind- It's not the kind that comes back every year.
And we got encore azaleas that we're fixing to put through here. We'd taken shrubbery down.
I've got
Such a
stuff-
beautiful day.
I've got stuff that I've sprouted from times. I want y'all to look at this. This is a hydrangea that I took off of a cutting.
We're going to give that to Ashley and Michael, aren't we?
And then I dug this out of the woods. This is an oak leaf hydrangea that I'm.
Oh, yes. I love
I'm
those.
letting it get kind of mature and then I'm gonna set it out. This is some aliphadeers. This was some lemongrass, but it ain't gonna go back. I didn't take it in out of the winter, so I'm gonna use that pot. But y'all, I had to clean this pot out, and I saved this from last year, so I wasn't gonna replant it. But after looking at the root structure on it, this is why I decided to go ahead and get that big pot. Is this thing right here? Has got,
What is that, babe?
that is a variegated lantana.
Okay.
It's a spiller. It's gonna just go.
Tell them about the different plants. Well, you said it's a spiller.
Well, you got your thriller, your filler, and your spiller.
Okay.
And your thriller is your center plant that grows up and it's, your wow. And then your filler is like all your plants in between. And then your spiller is the one that goes over like a vine or something.
Yeah.
So you got a thriller, filler, and spiller.
Okay.
So I'm just trying to get it all situated.
So you're going to repot that.
Yeah, in the big pot. It's too big. It outgrowed that pot.
Okay.
And so I've got to repot it. So I'm going to upsize it. But y'all, I'm trying something new this year.
Uh-oh.
Y'all see I got dirt piles everywhere.
And I'm out here in my gown. It's the country. It's Alabama. We're far enough off the road.
It's supposed to be COVID-19. Everybody's supposed to be in. You still got to get outside.
Amen.
Everybody knows that.
Ash and Michael are getting the boys outside somewhere today. Get them out of the house.
Now let me show y'all something. I cannot stand buying potting soil or anything from the big boxes or Walmart or whatever.
Because they're not good.
No. Now this is an organic composted garden soil.
Where'd you get that?
I got this at actually I bought this at Big Lots, but I mean they sell it everywhere. But this is what I'm doing.
Some of that dirt that you buy like at Walmart is sand.
Well, look at this. This is nothing but
oh, that looks like
composted sawdust.
Yeah, that don't look like garden soil.
No, it ain't. But that's what they sell. Come from a sawmill is what I call it.
Sure it is.
But y'all, this is what I went and dug out of the woods.
Out of the woods.
Look at this.
Now that's real dirt.
This is real dirt. This has got some loam to it.
That's real dirt right there.
So what I've done.
And see, that's the reason lots of times when you plant your flowers in that cheaper dirt, it doesn't do good.
I'm hoping this is going to hold the water.
Because that's got some texture to it.
It's all about water retention.
It smells like it's got some manure in it.
Oh, that's that organic.
Is it? Because it stinks.
Yeah. It's composted.
Okay.
But what I do is take my spade and I mix this in. And this gives me a good blend of some dirt that I dug out of the wood.
You got some good dirt and some compost dirt.
And I go out, you can tell I dug it out of the woods still.
A lot of people don't have woods to dig stuff out of though.
Well,
and if they don't, they need to buy the best dirt. If they're really going to invest money in flowers.
You can't find good dirt anymore.
Well, you can at probably garden centers. You pay for it.
I've tried everywhere, tried buying the best. I bought, I think they call it Perfect Expert or something like that. I bought them all. They all just composted sawdust. What it looked like to me. But
so beautiful today.
see, I'm trying to get the right blend. It's gonna have this.
Oh, that's gonna be some good dirt right there.
I want y'all to look at them.
Oh, so you're gonna fill this great big pot up again?
Yeah, that one there I've done.
Yeah, I used to do this years ago. I can't do it anymore, but my honey does it.
Now, what I'm gonna do, I'm going one step further.
Okay.
Now, y'all, this may burn the plants up.
Oh gosh.
And it may be just a bad idea, but
let's talk about this.
it's my idea.
Let's talk about it.
I
What
got
you
a
gonna
little
do?
Nursery grade fertilizer.
Okay.
I'm pre-mixing my fertilizer
Okay.
into my soil.
I don't think that much will burn it up.
No, I'm trying to be kind of light on. I don't want to burn it up too much, get too much in it, but I do want some fertilizer in it.
Uh-huh.
And you'll notice.
You need to fix your compost pile over there too.
Well,
Need to go. Have you got your tomato plants set out already?
Well, I ain't got them. I got them put in pots, but I ain't got them staked or nothing yet.
He puts his tomato plants over there. They did good last year. Why don't you get you some fencing and fix us a compost pile?
I'm going to.
We could put it down there in the edge of the woods or somewhere we could put our scraps in it.
Would you quit throwing it off the back of the porch if I did that?
Yeah,
Just saying.
I would.
Y'all, you can't buy this.
You can't.
This is nothing but work right here.
That's hard work, isn't it, baby?
That's work right there. I pushed this wheelbarrow. If you look around here,
There's no.
there's no level stuff. So when I push that wheelbarrow, it
Look how pretty he's got in the yard, though. Some of my daylilies are not coming back that my sissy gave me. It's kind of heartbreaking. But we're going to move some of them around.
But y'all, if y'all notice out there where you see the black spot, that's where I cleaned out the old flower pots because a lot of that soil.
And put
just
some of that
dried
dirt.
out.
Mm-hmm.
I just throw it out in my yard in the low spots. And
They
try to
talk
fill
about
in.
the yard, how pretty it is when I do videos.
But
When we built this house, there was a huge... We worked so hard right in this area to save... How many trees was it?
we had about 4 big oaks.
4 big
They was
oaks. As big as those. And they were right here, and they shaded the house, and John protected the roots and everything while we were building. But they were diseased.
No, they really wasn't.
What do you think? Just building the house that close to them
I
killed
think,
them?
Yeah, kind of really changing their habitat.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Well,
We had some droughts.
Yeah, we did have some droughts and all, but we lost that huge grove. But now these Yoshino cherries.
When y'all that we lost, you can tell there's a big hole here. And what I've been doing, you can see how green this grass is. But I add, I'll throw a bucket of dirt out here every so often and just let it kind of, I'll fill this up. Michael tells me I got all the patience in the world.
And this is our, he's been having to take some of the dead off of the jasmine.
Yeah, I'm going to really do
He's going to probably cut from the brick up. Although I see green up there.
Yeah, I'm gonna find the green.
Yeah, we try not to trim it all the way back, but I don't know. You probably need to trim it. I stopped you from trimming it further, but it does need it. So.
Well, y'all can see where it went up in the gable. I tried telling her to pull the siding off the house, and I've had to get up there. But y'all, let me go ahead and plug my friends with Mission. This hat right here. This is the Bum Diggity. We ran into the company owner at Disney World this past year, and he stopped me and took a picture of my hat. I had a ball cap on, not this one. But I was supposed to be on his Twitter feed, but I don't have a Twitter account, so I never saw it. Twitter.
You tweet, but it's Twitter.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Whatever. But anyway, this is kind of what I got going. I'm blending my own.
So you're going to put that big variegated in there?
Yes. I'm going to spill it over. And then I'm going to put this Dusty Miller in there. That's about, it grows up high, it mounds up. And then, I'm thinking this is going to be a better color combination. With the variegated, I'm going with these plants. These are full sun plants.
Yeah, they are full sun.
And I'm going to put these in there with it, and I'm going to just have
and we're going to put the geraniums here in the concrete planters, and then put some smaller flowers around them. The little begonias will look good.
And y'all, I don't know if it's going to do any good, but
I saw those sticks.
Well, I put a piece of landscape fabric. I cleaned the drain hole.
That would help it drain, won't it?
Well, I cleaned the drain hole in it. Then I put a piece of landscape fabric in there, and then I just put some sticks in there, some oak twigs. So
I think that will help it drain.
It'll
and plus, it takes a lot of dirt to go in there.
It does. It's filling.
And then we got the wingtip begonias. He's already putting the pots around there. And tell me what, Million Bells?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is, I don't know why we didn't get Mother one of these when we were getting them, but we'll be back. That looks like it kind of needs watering. Petunias I have a hard time with. But yeah, these are good for little fillers. Little Dusty Miller.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Dusty Miller. What is it? Let me see what this is called. Yeah, I called it something else. That's my Dusty Miller. This is my white licorice.
Yeah, white licorice. We got that at the...
It mounds up and grows 8 to 12 inches tall. It's not a spill.
Oh, that's big.
It would spill if you put it on there.
Yeah, that's what we got last week. We went to a nursery last Saturday. We broke the quarantine.
Put that in that big pot.
Yes.
And
then tell them about the bush here.
I read that in a Southern Living magazine. That's called a firecracker. I really don't know what it is, but they call it a firecracker.
Yeah, we've never had one of those. We bought that.
They say the butterflies and the hummers love it.
You gonna put it in the other big pot?
Yeah, I'm gonna repot it. But you see, it's got the tubular blooms on it, and so.
And then this is one of our favorite, and these things are just sitting around.
They'll take full sun.
Yeah, this is portulaca, and they bloom so pretty during the day, and then they close up at night. But look what a healthy, beautiful plant. We bought that last Saturday too. And then we had shrubbery here, and we took it out last year and then never did anything.
Actually took it out about 2 years ago.
And it just got so big it covered all of our brick.
It was a boxwood.
And so these are encore azaleas, which they say blooms spring, summer, and fall.
Yeah, now they'll bloom.
Oh, look at that beautiful little bloom starting there.
The thing about these, this one ain't opened up. I may not have it. It's y'all. It's been rainy and cold here.
Yeah,
lately,
off and on it has.
But these open up in the morning.
Yeah.
They bloom open in the morning, and then they close at dark.
In the evening. Yeah. So he's out working. You see, it kind of goes from being cloudy to sunny today. Yeah, we got the sun's behind a big cloud right now. What do you think the temperature is? very pleasant. 71 cloudy. Oh, okay. And I have not shown y'all these that John transplanted last year or the year before, babe.
What's that?
The variegated, the big ones.
No, those are about 3 years now.
Okay. These are the ones that's by the garage that has done so good. And John has worked so hard to clean all the underbrush in the woods.
Yeah, I gotta.
He's done a lot of work. Oh, and there's my trumpet vine. We need to get, what you need to do is to set up one of the old-timey.
Now see how good she is. That tells me what I need to do.
Set up one of the old-timey ends to a, what you hang your clothesline, the metal, and set that trumpet vine on it. Comes from my mother's trumpet vine. He said it's nothing but an invasive weed or vine, and it is.
Y'all, I set it up there by my hydrangeas just to get it rooted and established, and that thing took off and it went running down the wall. It rooted. I've dug up some. I could have had
think
several
how
plants.
pretty it would be to go right here and put that
Yeah, it loves full sun. It
does love sun. Well, you could put it right out there then.
But I was going to tell them.
He transplanted these from the others.
When I put this out, y'all, they were like 1 or 2 little bitty twigs, blades that broke off when I was around cleaning. And I come around here and I just rooted
And
them
that's
in.
all you have to do for irises.
I mean, it had the I call it the potato or the root of
the bulb.
The bulb, yeah. But it's amazing how much this has grown off
Oh,
of that
this year. Well, this year, that particular iris has showed out over there by the house. And then look at that. When do you transplant them, babe?
Probably better in the
fall.
You could probably transplant those anytime. After
yeah, we ought to take some of those and transplant them at Ashley's now.
But
and then this up here, I've shown several pictures of these. These about maxed out.
Well,
but I'll insert some pictures. Here. Okay, show them this.
This is my
Oh, look at that
blueberry. I planted this last year. It's starting to grow now.
Yes, it is.
I think this...
Oh, look at all the blueberries on it.
I've kept the label somewhere. This is called, I think, a powder blue. This is a hydrangea that I dug out of the woods. I'm going to have to baby it. But
yeah, it's an oak leaf hydrangea. Y'all, he put out 5 dogwoods last year. And I helped him a little, not much. But he kept milk containers... or tea containers, and he punched tiny holes in them, and we would fill those containers up every day last year and let the water seep down. So there's another one up there with the orange. You put out 5 total, didn't you?
I did. Y'all, this plant, Walmart ran this on sale at the end of the season last year. It was really past time to really set out trees, but I bought 5 of these. They were regular $21, and I got them for half off.
Wow.
So I got these for like $11. And they were, I set these out last year. They literally was half this size.
Yeah, they were.
And
they were.
It is amazing. But now I've dug them. I mean, I planted them properly, and I fertilized them, and I watered them every day through the summer.
He did. Because we had drought.
You have to be committed when you set a tree out.
Well, that's what he's got Michael started on his new trees.
That tree right there is another one of my dogwoods I set out. Then I got one there. If y'all notice, dogwoods loves a semi-shade, so I've got these under tree canopies. I planted one there, and I got one over in the trees there. I got one in the trees here.
And he's been taking some of the daylilies and setting them, the Stella Dioras, and setting them out. They'll bloom during the summer.
Yeah,
our Stella Dioras have not done like what you see in the middle of the highway, the medians and all.
The thing about these is, they're probably too much in the shade. They really need full sun. But we were moving some stuff, and we had to have a place to put them. But there's another dogwood I set out up there. Y'all can see I left the red around it just to make sure. I'm trying to keep the deer away from them because the deer...
Yeah. We have 5 acres here. And so
we got
5.
No, we got 5 acres.
We got 5. And so our land actually runs way up into this other person's yard, which is our pharmacist. And we all go to church together, and John had even talked to him once before if he wanted to buy that, and he's like, no, we're good, you know, so he keeps it cut. But our land actually runs way up into his yard. And then we go back way into the woods. We're a very deep acreage, but not terribly wide. Well, I mean, we got a lot more acreage behind us than we do.
About.
Yes, I'm standing in my gown here.
With away here.
Okay.
Now, this one here, let me tell you, this right here is a Jim Moore blueberry bush. This come from his house in Tuscaloosa or Northport.
All right, I see something eating on the leaves.
Well, I'll probably have to put a little something on it, but
now those look more reddish purple already.
Yeah, this is a different species. This might be a rabbit. I got one set down there. That's a little.
Yeah, now this is one of his employees, and I hired her first at the college, and then John took her away from me for a better job. But we go to church together, and so her daddy. How many blueberry plants do you think her daddy has?
Oh, I have no idea. But they moved, so he's transplanted a bunch. But before he moved, he gave me several plants.
And so this is from him. This precious couple that goes to our church, and actually they sit right behind us at church when we get to go. Can't wait.
That is a red bud that I transplanted. It died off, and the whole main thing died off, and I just cut it back and let it resprout. The root was still alive.
Boy, that dogwood is doing good right there.
Yep.
So yeah, I'm proud of all the work. And this is John's yard work, working 50 hours a week. Can't wait till he retires. He'll have this place looking like a show place. And I really want to be back out and help him some. Oh yes, and I love creek rocks, but
I'm thinking I'm gonna start bringing them down this way.
This is what drives John crazy: is the roots above ground on trees. And it's not ideally, but when you got a tree this magnificent,
yeah,
you can't do anything. You know, it's just. But I'll insert a picture here. I put them on my Instagram. I'm not sure that I've put them on my YouTube. But I'll insert a picture right here of these while they were blooming. And these actually came from my mother's next door neighbor's house. She was like a second mother to me, Joyce. And these came from her home place. And irises are my favorite. And then my friend at church, Jean Godfrey, she watches my channel. I love me some Jean, and she has some yellow ones, and she told me I could get some blades off of it because I don't have any yellow ones. And I love flowers that come from other people too, because y'all know this is my grandmother's hydrangea. She's been dead since 1974. I lost her way too young, but my Aunt Joyce gave me this, and so it's so special to me, and it blooms like crazy. It's just in the perfect spot to do as good as it does. Oh, and we bought me a new hosta. We have a lot of direct sun, but now, John, down there where those daylilies are, that's where hostas would thrive.
Yeah, we can put in a row of hostas.
Yeah, we need to put a row of hostas. Yeah, but we'll probably give this to Ashley Michael. Look, it's fixing to bloom. This one in the flower pot is fixing to bloom.
All these are. They're all
But anyway, he had bought these the other day with petunias and all. But I got me a real pretty hosta. This will do good. This is kind of the damp side, the cooler side of the house.
Well, you can see it's still got